Hey yo, what is up and welcome back to Hidden Squid Games. This is going to be sort of a different video. Little Squid is in bed, and the purpose really of this video is just to help the clan, family clan, to learn this new attack that they have here. And it's essentially just dragons. You've got heroes funneling and a whole bunch of bat spells. So what we have here, the first attack we're going to see is it's going to be the 12v12. And most of these, I think all the attacks are using the Stone Slammer. So nobody uses the Blimp or Wall Wrecker in this case. So generally you've got the Rage spell and a whole bunch of bat spells. And you're going to rage up the bats to let them take out a section of the base. In this case, you know, he took out, there was an Inferno Tower there, and used a freeze to freeze the Inferno Tower while the bats took it out. You can see that Stone Slammer is still up with a ton of health on this attack. And, you know, you want to keep the bats away from the multi-target Inferno Towers and the Wiz Towers. They can just, you know, plow through a lot of stuff, but those things will really hurt them. So you just, you know, when you're doing your attack, you kind of just want to plan it. So, you know, you're going to be freezing those things, the Wiz Towers and the Inferno Towers, you know, when the bats are getting close to them, or just drop your bats somewhere that's not near those defenses to get the most out of them. So there you go. There's the 12v12 attack with dragons. You know, makes it look very easy relative to what we had pre-bat spell. So you can see there with his combo, he had a bunch of loons. He had 11 of them. Then he had 11 dragons, his heroes, and the Stone Slammer. So that was a 12v12. Now we're going to switch over to an 11v11 here. And in this one, we've got, I think we got two 11v11s. And in this variation of it, we've got two hounds that he brought on this attack. So again, you've got a king down here on the bottom right side, just funneling, and you've got the queen up top funneling and just dropping the dragons in behind. Stone Slammer coming, and there was the hound, and here's the second hound coming in. Actually, the taking some of those red mines is also a positive. But with the way that he was sending in, it looks like he was trying to get as many black mines as he could to take care of the, to help protect these dragons. So here he's got his bat spells and the rage going down, and that was to take out the eagle. And the Stone Slammer's still up, and that's coming in. The dragons are behind. We've got two air defenses up. You've got that single target Inferno Tower. And here we go. The Stone Slammer just opened up. He got busted, and the loons, max level loons, came out of that. As soon as that last air defense goes down, there it goes. You know, he's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dragons up still, and this pack of loons. I mean, this is just crazy. So you definitely should be taking advantage of this attack until they decide to nerf something. You know, it's kind of like they just put this new bat spell in. So they nerfed it once already because it was just destroying bases. So now what are they going to do to help fix this? Are they going to nerf bats again to the point where, you know, there's really no use to them, which is kind of what they did with the lightning spell. You know, they did some things in, you know, in the meta and changed it so lightning spells are useless. Nobody uses lightning spells anymore. So they introduced this new bat spell, and are they going to, you know, nerf it to the point where nobody's going to use it, and, you know, there was no point to putting it in? Okay, so here in this attack, we don't have any hounds, and we got an 11v11. We got 12 dragons, 3 loons, and again, you got the Stone Slammer. So we're going to, you know, kind of watch this play out. Got an air defense with his Archer Queen, so that was a bonus there. And he's got a couple Teslas, and he actually is taking the king out with his king. So he's got some decent stuff, you know, coming there. And now he's just, again, bringing in the dragons with the Stone Slammer behind. Drops his rage down, and he's going to be dropping in his bat spells as well with the the second rage. You can see he's got a second rage. Here it goes, and he's doing that because right around there he's got 2 Expos, 2 air defenses, and the Eagle artillery. Freezes them, and look at these bats just chew through all those defenses, which normally would be a problem for dragons. I mean, they're just wrecking this base. Okay, and there you go. He drops another freeze down on that whiz tower like we were talking about before. So, and all that splash damage you want to get rid of. Okay, so now, let's go back to what we were talking about. You've got this bat spell that if they decide to leave as is, and not nerf it any further, then you still have these OP dragon attacks. So now what are they going to do? Nerf dragons? Because there was a point where they took dragons, essentially dragons were taken out of the game because of the fact that they were useless. And then they added levels to the dragons, they increased the damage, they made them attack faster, and then some people were using them at Town Hall 10. I mean, barely at Town Hall 9. Some use at 10. Nobody was using them at 11s. We were using them. This was a few seasons ago in CWL. We were using dragons for to do dips, but then they changed. It was after the Inferno Tower change, I think, is when when they screwed up, when they started screwing with the Inferno Tower, is when we started switching off of dragons and stuff, if I'm not mistaken. But here you go. Now we've got a Town Hall 10 version of the dragon attack. Still same, fundamentals. You've got the king, on one side, queen on the other side. Now here, hopefully she takes out one of those air defenses is the goal. And there is a lava hound, and on the right side, there's another one coming in at the top. Again, just here to kind of tank and soak up some of those air mines if they can. Bat spell coming down to take out that Inferno Tower. Then it's going to move on here through the Archer Tower and then on to the next air defense. I mean, look how many bats are up. This is just nuts. So, Supercell has to make a decision here. Are they going to keep this bat spell viable, or are they essentially going to nerf it to the point where it's not going to be any use or limited use? I don't know. We'll just have to see. But in the meantime, I'm posting this video, so hopefully the people in Badgers, and anybody else that's watching the video can see the kind of new attack strategy that's going on right now that is just overwhelming and overpowering bases. All right, so we've got one more Town Hall 10 hit, and then we'll call it wraps. Again, this was not really, for entertainment or anything. It was just kind of a way to help out, our family clan. After we saw these attacks on us in King Jeffrey, by WHF, we thought it would be good to share it just to help everybody else out. We've got Badgers as an MLCW, which they'll be able to utilize these attacks so long as this is still viable in a few weeks after, break, because it's the holiday now, and then we got New Year's coming up. But yeah, so here we go again. Stone Slammer, dragons in behind. You saw you had the heroes just funneling. The rage goes down, and you can see he's got another rage and the 7 bat spell. So he's using the first rage just to kind of get through the the first part of the base. Now he's going to freeze the the multi-target Inferno in the Wiz Tower there, so the bats can do their work, because otherwise they would just get trashed. Just when they're spawning, they would just get wrecked by those 2 defenses. So he freezes them, and it's no problem. Look at this. They literally just go through and trash the base. I think one thing they can do, to change the way that they operate that may help would be, they target defenses first. If you make them target just the closest building, you can still use them to take out certain defenses, like an Eagle artillery or something. But you wouldn't, they wouldn't then just blow through a base after that. So anyhow, that's going to be the end of the video. So thank you for watching. hopefully the Badgerlings can learn from this and kick some butt in MLCW and all their other awards. So again, thank you, and hope everybody had a great holiday and a happy new year.